we are at a financial literacy summer camp. We're talking about entrepreneurship, and business and finances and financial literacy go hand in hand. And so as Miss Lindsay sets up her presentations, we want to let you know that she is an accomplished sales and marketing professional with over 12 years of experience. In her capacity as the sales relations specialist at JN Small Business Loans, she oversees the division's regional promotional and marketing activities on microfinancing. Now, she holds a Bachelor of Science degree in business admin with a major in human resource management and a minor in marketing from UTech. She holds an associate degree of business admin from the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, and she's an accomplished events planner, coordinator, writer, motivational speaker. She loves young people, and we're all young people here. And so we're excited to hear from... We're not excited. Listen, guys, you have to go off in the chat. Remember, Miss, may I do the vote up? Okay, no problem. All right, so go off in the chat. Are we ready? Yes. Okay, there we go. So Tabra, it's over to you. Let me know if you can go ahead and share screen.
Just a second.
All right. So while the chat is going off and buzzing, there was a question about financial literacy and how to set up a budget and everything. Guys, listen, the information is coming. So just hold on tight. Right now, we are going to jump in. All right, so I see the cheers and the applause coming, and her presentation is ready on screen. We're talking about the critical role of financial literacy, exploring financial needs and opportunities, and it's over to you now, Miss Lindsay.
Thank you so much for that introduction. Oops, my bad. I don't know what is happening here. Getting too excited, man. All right, welcome to all my young people. I am so excited to be able to share with you this afternoon. Do I hear any St. Andre High School for Girls representative here today? Anybody?
Woo! Yep, we heard somebody
right now, but if there is somebody here or more than one person here, big up to all my St. Andre High School for Girls. All right. And I'm so excited to share with young people because you are the future, right? And so we want to ensure that you are very much prepared for the work world. And whilst you might be graduating soon, or you're already out or on your way out, you don't want to be too dependent on being employed by a company, dependent on the area that you're in. Sometimes we have to create opportunities for ourselves. So I'm really excited to share that with you today. And I know based on all that I've seen being communicated in the chat, I am seeing that you are all entrepreneurs. Everybody here have a skill. Everybody here has is good at something that we can decide on how we're going to monetize that today, right? So welcome again. So just a quick introduction. I'm a part of the JN Bank Small Business Owned Division of JN Group. And we have supported a lot of micro and small sectors over 20 years. We aid in the growth and development of the Jamaican economy through our loans to all sectors. So what that means, we offer loans to persons who are starting their business, growing their business, and developing their businesses, right? We allow for easy access to other financial options through our other member companies because we have a whole wide range of services that we can provide you that assists you to become wealthy, right? So we want to help you on that journey today. We have a wide network with 29 locations island-wide, and we support the strengthening of our clients' businesses by providing training and technical support every now and again, such as this. So welcome. All right, so we have a major impact on businesses. So it doesn't matter the size of your business, and it doesn't matter the area that you are in or the services that you're considering to provide, we offer the support. So if you see on my screen here, you see an image of somebody a fisherman, and then you might see another picture there speaking about tourist resorts. And then you see another lady here that looks like she sells in the market. It doesn't matter the area. It doesn't matter what type of talent you have or what type of services that you're providing. It doesn't matter how big or small the business is. We are here to help you. So the business goal, no matter the vision, no matter the industry, the business size, or your business needs, we will meet you where you are. So if you're starting out for the first time, rest assured we are there with you to help you to get that start, right? And if you're already on your way, we want to ensure that you are booming and you are growing and you're doing great and magnificent things. Because why? We want to ensure that Jamaica continue to be on top and we continue to provide wealthily for our Jamaican people and for the diaspora. Another great thing we do is that we impact families. Why do I say that? Remember, you know, your parents, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, a lot of our family members are members of JN as early as 10 years, 20 years and counting, right? So you might think that because you may not have been a member of JN, but the mere fact that your parents have a bank account with us, or they took a loan with us, or any other of our service, you're automatically a part of JN family. And we want to ensure that we can continue that trend of impacting your lives through giving you better education, because what mommy and daddy going to think of taking out a loan to send you to the university so you can get that wonderful skill, right? So we impact not only businesses, but we also impact families. So for your personal goal now, as a young person, it doesn't matter your dream, it doesn't matter your income for the first job that you take on, it doesn't matter what your personal needs are now or later, it doesn't matter what your professional status would be later on. We are here to help you find the way. What do I mean by that? So let's start with your dream. Some of you here might envision to become a doctor, a lawyer, an IT person, somebody who wants to get into cybersecurity or any of those fields, or maybe you're an artistic person, you do painting, you make jewelry and all these wonderful things. Whatever your skills and your talent, I want to encourage you to monetize it, right? So we are here to help you with that dream. And we want to provide a way forward for you. So here are some best financial traits that I would encourage you to develop. You get to start by learning how to track your spending, right? So you get lunch money every day, right? Or probably get an allowance, or your family or your aunt or your grandmother sometimes send you a little money from overseas. I will encourage you that you don't just take it and run and spend it all the time, that you put away something for a rainy day. You can save towards your first motor vehicle when you start college. You can start saving towards your college, right? You don't want to only just dependent on mommy and daddy alone. You want to ensure that you're putting down something that can be of benefit to you later on. You can start saving from now towards your home. Just keep putting $100 or $50 or all your coins in a little saving pan, and you just watch that grow over time. You'll be surprised what you can accomplish by just saving every day $100 or $50 from your lunch money. You could also save towards a vacation trip. You say, mommy, I want to go overseas, but what? They can only purchase you the ticket, but guess what? You have to go find little spending money for this vacation. That spending money can be that little spending, that savings can assist with your spending for your next vacation, right? So track your spending, ensure that what you're not spending all the money, make sure you're putting down something aside, right? Record your transactions. Why are we doing this? We want to ensure that we're sticking to the budget. So if you only have $100 to spend, you want to ensure that you note all the things that is needed for you to put aside money for. Is it that you need to put aside money for bus fare? You need to put aside a little money for when you go to church and you have to drop in the offering pan. Suppose you want to go to a little conference or a little, something educational like this, and you have to pay, say, $1,000 service charge or a registration fee. You can help yourself and put the money down towards that. These are some of the things that I want you to start thinking about right here while you're young. Don't wait until you get big. When you think you get big, over the age of 19 or 20. No, it starts as early as no, right? The next thing that you want to do is to ensure that you can afford everything. So you're not just going to spend, and when the most important things come about, you don't have the money for it. Because maybe you ask mommy and daddy, no, but guess what? Mommy and daddy's money is tied up with something else right now. And you see that nice little party that you wanted to attend, or that nice little bag that you saw, or that nice little shirt that you had wanted to wear to this very specific event, you're probably going to have to go dip into your little savings to treat yourself for that one occasion, right? So start thinking about these little basic things. Develop the habit of saving. We talk about that, right? Build your confidence in investing. Now, this is a little bit advanced, but I will encourage you to read up on investing. And what do we mean by investing? Investing could mean, or it means, where you decide on whether or not you want to purchase a laptop that is going to help your little skill that you have. Say, for example, you are good at mathematics and you want to be able to help other students by tutoring them how to develop their confidence or their skills in a particular area of math. That laptop that you're going to spend your money on is an investment, because whilst you're earning a little money on the side for tutoring, which is a start to saving towards your tuition at the college, right? You're also developing the discipline to be able to control and to manage your money, right? So you're investing in a laptop that's going to help you later on when you start university as well, or when you see that the business is growing, you still have that laptop that can help you, right? So this is just an example of what we are talking about when we say investing, something that is going to be there to help to generate an income for you over time. Later on down in the presentation, I might get a little bit more specific, but just for time, I'm just going to hit on the points real quick. So what will qualify you with us or any financial organization when it is that you are considering to start a business, right? So you're starting a business, or you already have a business going, but you're having an idea that it may need extra money. Where that money will come from? Mommy can't help you, daddy can't help you. So you consider the next best option. You're going to visit the bank or any other financial entity, but I hope it would be JN Bank, small business owner, that you consider first, right? So you're going to consider the inflow of cash, and that is money going into a business that is generated from sales, investments, or financing. So from sales, meaning the product or thing that you or service that you're providing. It is, sorry about that. So the product or service that you are providing, you are getting exchange for money for that particular product or service, right? So you're tutoring, or you drew, or you did a painting and you're selling that and you're exchanging that for money. That is a sale, right? Or investment, where you're putting money into a portfolio with an investment, and over time it grows interest, it compounds in interest, and you get extra money on top of the money that you would have had, right? Or financing. Financing is coming to us or any other financial organization for us to lend you money to start the business, grow the business, or to develop the business. Credit utilization details or credit ratio is a percentage of a borrower's total available credit that is being utilized, right? So you have to think about the fact that if I'm going to start a business and I'm going to borrow money, I need to remember that I need to pay back that money, because you are putting yourself in a position where you need to become credible, meaning they have full confidence to lend you the money so that you can do whatever it is that is needed for that loan, right? So when you do that, you develop a credit ratio, a percentage that states whether or not you are qualified to borrow again, right? So transaction history or data is showing movement of funds flowing in and out, which creates account balances. So you have a little savings account, you put the little money in there so it can grow with some interest, right? Each time you pull money from that, it leaves and creates a balance. So the bank or any financial organization need to see that type of financial activity with money moving in and out of your business. This helps to show that you're operating a legitimate business, right? So you exchange a service or you exchange a product for money in return, that's a business right there. And you want to be sure that you have the funds coming into the bank account to say that this is how I make my money. And when it is that you're purchasing other raw materials, or you're replenishing some of your stuff, or you're purchasing an equipment for the business, they're seeing the money going in and out, and where it is going and how you make your money, right? Demonstration of operational flexibility. Is the business resilient, and does it allow for easy adaptation to potential obstacles and stumbling blocks? Now, a lot of us, we're familiar now with COVID. A lot of us, we lost our jobs. Some of us up to this day don't get a job, and some person had to be bold to go start a business, right? Because no longer the entity that they worked for was able to provide for them to ensure that they can pay their bills anymore. So they had to go out there and create an opportunity for themselves by starting a business. So you find that a lot of persons started their their own online Instagram business by buying and selling products here and makeup and all these different things. Some people went into content development where they create little skits, videoed it, and persons commented on it, people laugh and all those wonderful things, right? So this is what happens when it is when we talk about maintaining. Sorry about that. All right. Can you hear me? I hope everybody's hearing me. All right. Financial resilience is determined by your indebtedness, liquidity, and ability to weather any storm. Right? Similarly to the whole operational flexibility. So a lot of persons, instead of having to go to the physical location to get the service, you find that a lot of persons had to start providing a delivery service. So for example, a lot of restaurants, cook shops, persons weren't able to go physically to purchase the food. So what you find is that persons make their purchases online, via phone, and then the entity or the restaurant would have somebody delivering the food or the product or whatever it is to them. So we have to be flexible. The business needs to be flexible. So if anything happens, such as a lockdown again, the business can still maintain itself and you can still provide the services comfortably to your customers, right? And financial resilience is determined by your indebtedness, liquidity, and ability to weather the crisis. That basically coming down under the same example because COVID happened. They want to show that the business is continuing regardless of what crisis happens. So burial happened, COVID happened, and other different things happen, right? So these are some of the important things that we look at. I'm having a difficulty with my screen. It's not moving. Not sure what's happening. All right. Are you still able to see my screen?
Yes, we are.
Oh, but it's starting over. Okay. All right. So what does Jane Bank Small Business Loans expects? Right? We expect our clients who are approved for loans and we are disbursing a loan amount to you. We are expecting that you pay what is being borrowed. So if you borrow $100,000 from us, we expect that you're going to pay on time. You're going to pay consistently. You're going to have maintain honesty and integrity. And what do I mean by that? You come to us saying that you want to start a shoe business. You're buying and selling back shoes, right? Don't tell us that you want to borrow the loan to start the business, and then when you're approved the loan, you take the money and go to a party, right? We don't want that. That's what we mean when we speak about honesty and integrity. So you said that you're taking the loan to start a business. We're expecting you to start the business. We're expecting you to do well with the business, to grow the business, and maintain the responsibility of paying back what is being borrowed, right? Good business relationship. What do I mean by that? From time to time, you find persons or business operators or entrepreneurs falling in a situation where either they were robbed, people broke into their business, stole their products or their goods, or maybe they lost their business due to a fire, or an unexpected death in the family, which took a lot of time and money. So it put a damper on the business and they're unable to pay efficiently or pay on time. So what we expect in a situation like that, you speak to us, to your loan officer who you're assigned, to explain your situation and for us to provide the assistance and the support that you need in that period, right? We're not loan sharks. We don't want person to think that, oh, I borrow the money, so if I don't pay back, they're going to come hunting me down. No, that's not the mindset that we want to paint, right? So we want to encourage you to be honest and upfront so that we can provide a comfortable service that we promised that we would have delivered to our clients, right? So we want to ensure that we're maintaining good business relationship. Or loan checklist. What is that you need to do to, if it is that you're considering to start a business? We want to be sure that you clearly identify what is required for financing, which is either for personal use or for business. Personal, you probably want to purchase your first car because you start in college and you had some money saved up and you need further assistance for a portion of the money. Or maybe it is that you want to purchase an equipment, you're into the whole music mixing and you want to, test your skills and try and develop some different sounds and all of that, and you want to purchase a particular equipment for that interest that you have. Or maybe, just maybe, you are good at art and you want to purchase different type of canvases or different type of paints or paintbrushes or whatever it is that is going to help you develop or create that great and grand and beautiful thing that could possibly be monetized and to earn from it. Well, guess what? Ensure that you do your research first to find out what it's going to cost you to achieve all of that, right? Ensure an assessment is done and the necessary research is carried out to know what are the resources needed and what the overall cost will be. You don't want to come and say, I want to take a loan. Okay, how much is it that you need to start your business? I don't know. How about 500,000? But guess what? Suppose 500,000 isn't what it's going to cost you to start. Right? Sometimes it might be a lot more than that, but if you have done your research, checked out what are the tools and equipment that will be needed to start, what it will cost you, where it is that you're going to be purchasing from, all those different things. Everybody have their own different price range in what they're selling a particular item for. So you want to be sure that it is within your budget and all these different things. So when we speak about doing your necessary research and background checks, that's what we're talking about. When assigned a loan officer, they will guide on the financing structure. And what do I mean by that? The loan term. So we're lending you $500,000. We're going to assess based on what your income is, or maybe in this case, your parents' income. So if your mommy is going to be assisting you with the startup of your business because you are good at painting and you're going to be painting all these wonderful canvas artwork and you're going to be putting it on a display for an art show, but you don't have the money up front, so mommy or daddy is going to assist you there. We will have to then look at what your mom's earning is measured against what her daily expenses are to know what amount of cash flow is available to ensure that she's able to maintain the loan. And maintaining the loan is a repayment schedule that could be done either weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. What do we mean by that? In normal plain Jamaican terms, pay little, right? So you pay $10,000 this week, the following week you pay another 10,000, or every fortnight, every 2 weeks you want to pay 10,000 here, and then another 2 weeks you pay another 10,000 there, or monthly, because some parents get paid on a monthly basis. So every month she put aside $10,000 towards the loan to ensure that she is maintaining what she would have borrowed until it is finally paid off in full, right? And again, this is based on what your earning is measured against your expenditure to determine whether or not you're qualified for the loan amount that you're asking for, right? And they wanted to see how much cash flow is available to you. Personal loan. We offer personal loan that is available to anybody, basically, as long as you're over 18 years, right? It assists for funeral expenses, tuition, wedding, purchase of household items, and furniture, of course. Or if you would have taken a student loan and you're finished college now, or you're in a jam and you're not able to pay it off because either the time would have expired and you want to ensure that you do your due diligence and pay off what is borrowed, you can consider for a debt consolidation. And what does that mean? You borrow a loan for us at a more affordable interest rate. And what we do now is take over the loan from wherever it is that you would have borrowed before. And if you have 1 or 2 or 3 loans out there that you want to consolidate so that you're only paying one interest rate and you're paying only one institution, that's what that means. Right? And we have loan values as low as 100,000 to 500,000. And we also have loans between 500,000 and 1 to 1,500,000, right? We have much bigger, for business loans now, we have BizStart, BizGrow, BizBoost. And by the name suggests, you're starting out for the first time, You want to purchase raw materials, you want to purchase tools and equipment, or you want assistance for overhead expenses. Biz Grow, you're already operating a business. You just started, don't reach 6 months yet, and you're just trying to pick up and to see where this thing goes. We offer a product called Biz Grow, which is available for improvement, expansion, for purchase of tools and equipment as well, and working capital. Biz Boost, which is a much bigger product, which is offered beyond 1,500,000. But of course, again, it assists for the same reasons, right? It's just that the loan value is what determines which product that you will choose. And here's what it looks like. So if you're starting out, we have our loan as low as $20,000 to 1,500,000. If you're considering Biz Grow because the business is already going on and you just want to develop on it, we offer loan as low as 10,000, so a maximum of 1.5. You see the different ranges? These are the different ranges. Biz Boost, similarly, 1,500,000 to 100 million, right? And what are some of the things that is required for your start? So you're considering a loan, we're going to ask, do you have collateral? What do we mean by collateral? Do you have any tangible item of value that you're going to use to secure the amount of money that you're going to be borrowing from us? And these things that can be identified are motor vehicles, real estate, hypothecation of deposit, household appliances, business equipment, and a guarantor. You're probably wondering, what is a hypothecation of deposit? All right, let me tell you what that is. It's basically you having personal savings that you don't have no use for right now. You have it in a bank account and you're just using it as a means to secure the loan. So you have that money sitting there, you don't have no intention in spending it, but you're just using it to secure whatever it is that you're borrowing, right? Household appliances, what does that mean? All right, at home, your mom has a TV, a refrigerator, she has different appliances. Those items, what they're worth in value. So that is using those different items combined to know what the overall value is to then determine whether or not it will help to secure the amount that is being borrowed. And business equipment, the same thing. Guarantor, right? A mom, your dad, or any family member or friend who has agreed to assist you by standing, to put up their personal items or belongings to securing that loan for you. So for example, if you don't pay the loan and you don't pay it off and you stop paying, what happens is that person who would have used their personal items to secure the loan for you, they will be losing their items or they will have to pay that loan off for you. And I'm not going to encourage that because I know we are all responsible persons here. As young persons, you are very responsible. You're all educated. You have a lot more opportunities in terms of informations provided. And I know you're all here responsible. So you're going to pay on time. You're going to ensure you follow through on your commitments and all those wonderful things. But just to give you an idea as to what it means when we speak about collateral, right? And these are just the basic requirements that is needed to starting if it is that you're considering to borrow from us, right? We provide you with a pre-application form that you complete. You provide one written recommendation from it would be either a senior police officer, a school principal, or a pastor. Any of those persons can write a written reference, and it's just basically saying that they know you personally and they know of your character and that they're recommending you for whatever services that we are offering, right? You could provide 2 telephone references, proof of address. I know some of you may not be paying any bills just yet, but if you were working and you are contributing to a particular bill and it is in your name, then you use that utility bill to say that this is your permanent address. If not, then we usually provide you with a form that will have a JP complete that form for you to confirm that this is where you reside, and that settles that. We have our valid identification, and this could be either your passport, your driver's license, or your voter's ID. And of course, your tax registration number, which is your TRN. This is something that you get once you start working. You will need to have a TRN, right? Passport size photograph, just one. And this does not need to be notarized by a JP, right? If it is that you're going into certain type of field that requires a permit or license, then you definitely need to have that. So for example, if you're going into a food business, you want to ensure that you have your food handler's permit. If you're considering to buy and resell liquor over the age of 21, that is, and that is your kind of business that you're considering, you want to ensure that you have your liquor spirit license, right? And the list goes on. If you're considering to go into farming, it is good that you'll be registered with RADA, because then they provide all the wonderful knowledge of how you get started in starting a farm and all of that, and it provides benefit for you as a business person. But that is just another thing that you can consider, right? And then we have a performer invoice of items finance. And what does this mean? You want to purchase an equipment, it would be good that you visit the place that is selling the equipment to ask them what is the cost for this equipment, and to ask them to provide you with a performer invoice to state that this is what the person is purchasing and this is what it costs, right? So it's just to show proof and evidence that that is what you're going to be using the funds to do, and you're not just picking that figure out of a thin air, right? And then of course, if you're going to be borrowing anything beyond 1.5 million, we do encourage that you develop a business plan. And the business plan is basically telling us what type of business that you're getting into, the projection as to how well the business can do, and the possible earnings from this, right? So a business plan basically tells us how viable the business is and whether or not it is going to be generating back a positively for your business for an income, and also to maintain that loan, because remember, again, you're borrowing to start a business or to develop the business. You want to be sure that the business is earning enough comfortably and independently to maintain that loan. All right. So these are just the basic things to remember. And this would have concluded my presentation. I'm so sorry if I would have gone over the time.